Harberson. I'm from sunny Daytona Beach, Florida. I am 23. I currently live in Huntington Beach, California. Been out here for about 6 months. I've got my respective family with me out here right now. Super stoked, but we're at my best friend Matt's humble abode.
Nice.
Kicking back.
How did the journey with music start for you?
Really started as a traumatic event, really, that forced me into playing guitar. Not forced, but just kind of gave me a little route into it. Watched a kid pass away at a really young age, so I went through some emotional things as a young kid and just started forcing myself to play guitar and just get my mind off things. I kind of just got lost in it. I went from making beats in middle school with that to playing in some bands early high school. And then now I got older. I was like 18, figured I can kind of fucking sing. I think some people told me that I could sing, and I'd always been making instrumentals, so that was always my goal, was to be like the new fucking grungy Frank Sinatra type, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I'm kind of just doing all the things I used to like with blues music and just trying to incorporate it all into the new age style stuff that people like. You know, trying to bring back some of the oldies stuff, you know, some greasers swag, all of that.
Yeah,
you know?
I love it. Now this is pretty random, but are you a dog or cat person?
I'm definitely a cat person. I've got my baby Rosie at home. She traveled all the way from Florida with me and my little Ford Fusion. It's my baby girl. I met her when she was like 5 months old, and she's the runt of the litter, but she's great. She's got diamonds and pearls on her neck. I take care of her, and honestly, I wouldn't be here without that damn cat. It's the love of my life, genuinely.
You can tell a lot by a person if they're a cat person, so
yeah.
that tells the viewers at home a lot.
Yeah. I'm a cat guy.
Are you
cat
a virgin?
Daddy. No, I'm not a virgin, unfortunately.
Okay. There's some speculation that you were waiting till marriage, but I'm not sure if that was...
Marriage seems like something that is sort of out of sight at this point in the world with everything going on.
Well,
especially as a musician and an artist.
Yeah.
I live
no
pretty fast.
No relationships anymore? Or
no. That shit gets pretty crazy. It's better just to not stress anybody else out about what I'm doing or out up. We're just traveling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Different place, different night. You know, it gets a lot, so it's hard. And it's hard for me to keep up trying to tell people with what the fuck I have going on.
Well, what's the wildest thing that's happened to you since you moved to LA?
Shit. The wildest thing that's happened. You know,
Every day?
Yeah, I mean, the streets are pretty crazy, you know. Just normal things that people deal with in LA. I mean, it's pretty rough from where we are all from, the boys, but you kind of can stay out of the way of it here. I don't know. Things have been pretty heavy a few times. Had some run-ins with some guns and everything else, but everything's cool, you know. We've had some good experiences. I think really the money, LA money and California money, is a lot different than Florida money.
Mm-hmm. Daytona's there's not much going on there.
Yeah, man.
Go to Razzles.
The economy's different, so it's just cool to see from a little town mind, all of it. So it's just been cool to learn, really. That's the most thing that I get out of life, is just when I actually it's what gives me the motivation to keep waking up, dude. So it's just all a learning experience, seeing new shit, and just being around a lot of new people and new things, and just kind of get to really figure out the world a little bit more.
Yeah, going off that, do you ever read the Bible?
No, don't read the Bible. I grew up with a very, very religious family, but
interesting. Did people ever say that you look like Lucas Hedges, if you know who that is?
No idea who Lucas Hedges is. For some reason, I don't know why a lot of people just say I look like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of different names
I
on a
see
regular
Eminem
basis.
sometimes, and you're just...
Yeah, everyone says that's some shady shit, but I think that's just some white chit sham shit.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because it's every guy who has a shaved head looks like Eminem, or if he's a singer, he's Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
It's I respect Eminem for the game and everything else. Justin Timberlake's a fucking boss.
Yeah.
Love to dap him up and just be like, bro, fuck yeah, dude. Keep me in it.
Yeah, you look like a lot of different white people that I've seen. The Rice Krispie guys in the box, too.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, so... What's your favorite type of currency if you had to pick one?
Currency? Seen some Argentinian money. That shit looks pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Currency, but straight hundreds.
Interesting. What's your dream collaboration with like an artist, an actor, a director, porn star?
Stanley Kubrick for sure. I would love to make a movie with that man.
Mm-hmm.
Just his wide angles and everything. I just like, I don't know that much about filmmaking, but that man's just fucking awesome. Like Clockwork Orange and shit. That's definitely something that like I used to watch religiously. You know, trip on acid and shit, and just watch it steadily with a projector in my old house and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you fucking say?
What's your favorite position typically?
Position?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends, bro. If I'm in love, definitely missionary, bro. I like to be sensual, you know, and then throw some legs up.
Oh, okay.
A little slap.
I meant just like in life, like, you know, just...
I figured you definitely did not.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, there's going to be kids at home watching this one, so we'll go back to G-rated. Going back to elementary school, like,
don't make me feel weird like that.
How was your life at like when you were a younger child?
Younger child, like I had great parents, you know, they're fucking super hardworking, you know, work oriented, always tried to give me the best they could at whatever time. Like the beginning of it, they were definitely struggling as a young couple. My mom was 20. Or it's 21, she says. I don't know. I've been trying to do some math. I think she... never mind. I love my mom. She's a great woman. They're very just religious people and stuff. I was a very sports-driven kid. Not necessarily because that's what I wanted to do, but I was very athletic.
What would you play?
No, it was baseball mainly.
Pitcher or catcher?
Pitcher and outfielder and center fielder, shortstop.
You can learn a lot about a person whether they were in the field or in the outfield.
Yeah, I played all of it because really my only thing is like I didn't really ever hit because I just pinch bunt because I could usually make it to first by the time the shit really got like that. But yeah, baseball was a big one, and then when I hit middle school, it was like I was definitely being a crazy ass kid and causing a lot of problems, like with emotional things, cutting myself, all these other just mental issues I was dealing with as a young child.
A lot of them maybe.
Bro, I honestly finessed enough teachers where I never really got in trouble for shit. I could usually, like, every time I got in trouble, I would just go to the principal office and Mr. Pullman.
Yeah.
He fucked with me. I only had one referral.
Cool guy.
My 8th grade year, you know, at Creekside. But
Shout out Geekside.
Yeah, dude. Creekside Middle, baby.
We love it. Any suggestions for newcomers that are trying to get into music or what, you know, whatever else in life that...
Shoot, don't really listen to anybody but yourself on that. I know everyone says that in every freaking interview that they have, but it's really like everybody in my life from the beginning I started doing it told me not to do it until like 10, 15 years later, and then I realized everybody wants to do the same thing, or it's like the cool thing to do, and then people want to come be friends with you about it, and like sounds like some rapper shit, but that's just kind of how it was for me. But I would say you got to really just stay focused on it and stay what you want and try to just not look at everything else around you, because like your time is a lot different than the world's time, and like you can watch everyone else of what they're going through, but like your journey and everything's going to take as long as it needs to take, and your song and progression with all that's going to take a certain amount of time. So you just have to be true to yourself the whole freaking point, because I don't know, anytime I've been sitting in jail or anything's happened, I'm just like
You're good. They're just watching some cars in the background, viewers at home.
Yeah.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out Respective Collective. Shout out Mike. Shout out Brandon. Shout out Blake. Party's over. Shout out Simon behind the camera. That boy is a worker. Very dedicated. It's very respectful from the Respectable Collective. Chris freaking Miggs is the man. Just the brains, the man, the mind. He's everything. We couldn't do a lot without him, and it's great just to have him by my side, you know, the support and the love. My boy Tyler back there, he's just had my back through everything. We've been through a lot together in the past, like, 8 months, and just, like, we came close, and just a lot of things happened. We just got each other backs like brother shit at this point, so appreciate him for everything. Shout out Ty. Matt always has my back at everything. He's had my back since for the past 4 years. I've grown up knowing him because I was friends with his little brother. We're all family and shit. Same town, lived a half mile away from me. You know, he's got my back. We're still at his crib, you know, hanging out. It's a good time. So I appreciate everyone for what they do and all the hard work. Really, the people around me, I wouldn't be able to do anything because I can't do it all. And I always, one of those things you realize is you got to get some help with something. You got to have supportive peers, and I got a lot of supportive, talented people around me. So incredibly blessed to say that, and I appreciate all y'all. So shout out to you. Shout out to Alexa from the film. She killed it. Shout out a whole lot of people. Everyone came out. I can't even mention names like that, but it was a good time.
Fire.
Shout out fucking Troy O'Brien. That's my brother. Shout out Eugene McGirt. Shout out Brent Javier, my brother. He's moving to Vegas. I'm gonna miss him. Does some great work. Look him up. Watch that man. Shout out my fucking cat. That's my baby girl. Hey, Beans. Beanie. Come here, Beanie. Damn, y'all really missed something good.
Anything else?
Man, fuck 2020, but 2021 is gonna be a good year. Shout out life, man. I don't know. It's rough, but it's gonna be good. Much love to everybody. Shout out everybody who supports me too with music and all that, because that's it. I couldn't do it without the love and support. Everyone who's came to my shows just in the past couple of years. It's been a good time. We're playing some Florida shows soon. We might have a little party down in Florida, maybe one in Los Angeles. COVID rules and all that, you know, quarantine clean. But yeah, thank you guys.
Pink nails, some red